A recent study from the civil rights organization Advancement Project California ranks Marin as the second worst county in California for racial inequality. The study looked at 7 areas, including access to health care, education, also housing. We're now joined by Chandra Alexandre, CEO of Community Action Marin, which is Marin's largest social services provider in the county. Chandra, why would you say Marin is set up for this much economic disparity that's spelled out in the study?
Marin is an incredibly beautiful and diverse county, and we do have incredible affluence here. But we do have these disparities in part because of historic, systemic, and structural inequities. So some of the challenges that we face in the county are really efforts to ensure that going forward, we can provide people with access to opportunities regardless of racial, ethnic, or income. And so these backgrounds are really part of what we're seeking to lift up at Community Action Marin, where we strive to promote racial and economic justice.
Yeah, let's talk more about that. Can you tell us more about the work Community Action Marin does?
We are the county's largest nonprofit social services agency, and for over 50 years, our work has been to alleviate the causes and the consequences of poverty. And we do that by approaching people from their hopes, their aspirations, and their strengths. So we provide services from childcare to mental health supports, economic mobility services, workforce opportunities. We really try and create through our own direct services and with our partners an ecosystem of support and stabilization services to move people out of crisis and into thriving and self-sufficiency. The work that we do is really to partner with people, meet them where they are, and take them on those pathways to their own dreams.
And do you feel like your organization has enough resources, staff, and funding to help everyone?
Well, the agency is really fortunate to have a number of different supporters. We have government support at the county, we have private sources of funding, we have individual supporters, and the work is increasingly difficult and really does need the support of the entire community. Community Action Marin has built capacity to best meet the needs of the people who live, work, play, and serve here in Marin County. But we certainly need the flexibility to be able to do even more and maintain a road to economic recovery post-pandemic. The work is hard, and all of our community supporters who can help to support the work that we're doing is very, very much appreciated.
Yeah, how has the pandemic affected the work there and how you serve people?
It's been really difficult. And to your first question about racial disparities, the pandemic certainly has disproportionately impacted people of color in Marin County, people of low income, people who have aged into poverty, people who were laid off work, and yet were our essential workforce, people who were gas station attendants and medical assistants and clerks in grocery stores. And we know that the challenges that they have faced, from food insecurity and difficult choices between meals and paying rent, to the ongoing struggles to stay here in Marin County. And we want to help partner to make sure, with you and with other partners across the county, to make sure that people can stay here. So we seek continuously to meet people and alleviate the challenges that they're facing and continue that road to economic stability and recovery.
And what are the biggest issues you see with the people you try to serve even before this pandemic?
Even before the pandemic, we knew that housing was one of the greatest challenges, making sure that people had access to a warm place to live, to a safe space that they could call home, critically important. Similarly, food security has been a struggle and continues to be. And in fact, 1 in 5 families in Marin County is food insecure. The work that we do seeks to alleviate those challenges and meet people in order to get them what they need, from basic needs all the way to thriving. So we will continue to see housing, food security, transportation, and childcare at the very top of our list as the work for economic recovery continues.
And can you tell me about some of the successes you've seen helping people?
One of the incredible successes that I can point to is our work with food security. We actually broke ground on a production farm just prior to the pandemic, and that farm went on to feed over 40,000 pounds of food to our community. We feed our children in our child care programs, breakfast, lunch, and snack every day. And so those meals are culturally appropriate, they're organic, they're fresh, they're local.
And if someone were to donate, where will they see their money go to?
Over 80% of contributions go to direct services work and the advocacy efforts that we strived for here in Marin County for keeping people safe and housed and on those pathways to economic recovery. Some of the key initiatives that we have particularly are focused on our early childhood education workforce. So donations go directly to those programs and services, helping people stay safe and housed, keeping food on the table, paying their rent, making sure they have pathways to self-sufficiency. The advocacy efforts that keep people able to live, stay, work, and play and serve in the county and continue to provide economic recovery for all of us for a thriving Marin County.
Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for what you do as well.
Thank you so much.